When you start talking about successful black women, right? It's a numbers game. And it's a probability game. And this is what everybody fails to just dismiss to get their ideal and what their point is and what their bullshit narrative across is. Boom. If you start talking about successful women, black women are the leading people in climbing up the corporate ladder and kicking ass and taking numbers more than any other racial demographic.
You know where he gets that from, and that's Ish speaking. He may be unaware of this because of the social media narrative that black women are kicking ass and taking names, and black men are just getting left behind in regards to businesses and entrepreneurship. Let me show you where he got this from. This is the highlighted narrative in the black community. I've heard so many black women quote this. This is where Ish gets that narrative from because he probably hangs around a lot of black women who's been quoting this, and he never did the research for himself. You see what CNBC put out? Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the US. Meet 3 who grew their side hustles into successful businesses. This was published February 18, 2024. This report was done between 2017 and 2020. The number of black women-owned businesses increased by nearly 20%, far exceeding the growth of women-owned businesses and black-owned businesses overall. Okay, and you can see the full report on the Brookings Institution. So this is a report that I covered last year. As you guys can see here, February 16, 2024, which was around the same time that CNBC article was written. So they did a great job of compartmentalizing 2017 to 2020 to show that black women had increased their businesses by 20%. This took a look at all black-owned businesses. Who are the black business owners? They're more likely to be men than women. Some 53% of black-owned firms in 2021 had men as their majority owners, while 39% had women majority owners. Another 8% had equal male-female ownership. In 2021, there was 161,000 U.S. firms with majority black or African-American ownership, which was up from 124,000 in 2017. And this is from the same report from 2021. This is what the breakdown is. So firms owned, right here, you got white folks, 85.1% of the businesses in the United States, which is absolutely nuts. However, in the black community, 2.8%, they rounded up 3% of the firms owned. But I want to show you guys how accurate Pew Research is. They did an update to the same report. So if you guys were so inclined to look up for this information for yourself, this one was actually put out this year, February 12th, 2025. A look at black-owned businesses in the U.S. This is from the 2025 report. Who are black business owners? They're more likely to be men than women. The most current report, some 54% of black-owned firms in 2022 had men as their majority owners, while 39% had women as their majority owners, and another 7% had equal male-female ownership. Black men's business ownership, predominantly owned by black men, it increased by 1% in 1 year, which is not significant. However, it does say something about the growth of black men. 1%. Black women stayed the same, and then the majority, the male-female ownership, it went down 1% to 7%. The guy Ish, he may have not done his research to understand, but on social media, that is the narrative. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people that was here that thought that black women out-earned black men, and they also thought that black women had more businesses than black men, and it was because of reports like that one saying that black women are the fastest growing group. So I'm pretty sure that that's where he got that from. Sometimes social media is the loudest voice, and I even see that on some of these panel shows. Let me talk to black men here for a second. I would recommend that if you're on a panel show, how about y'all stop the conversation and actually look up the statistics when you hear black women say something about these things. But yeah, you guys need to be able to combat these false narratives, because I promise you, if you ask the young ladies on these shows, where did you get that from? So that's why I need black men to step up and do the research, or stop the show to do the research for yourselves. Okay? If you guys are going to be having these panel shows and you just let black women who hate black men run wild, let me be specific on that. I'm not talking about all black women in these conversations, but the majority of them, they already have this mindset that they're doing better than black men. And you need to be able to level set the conversation, because that's the best way that they're going to learn. All right.